Now, after a day on the square, some Ole Miss students and Oxford residents are surprised to find these parking citations on their car. But don't worry, these are simply courtesy parking citations by the new Park Oxford initiative, and fines won't go into effect until November the 26th. So to help relieve some of the stress about walking the stage on May 11th, you need to go ahead and take care of business with deadlines approaching, such as filling out one of these degree applications with your advisor and filling out your diploma application on your My Ole Miss. It was 50 years ago today that James Meredith was integrated into the University of Mississippi, forever changing the university as well as taking big steps to ensuring the future quality of its students. So before spending less time with the books and more time on the stimulants, you may want to weigh your options and consider your consequences. For Newswatch, I'm Sid Williams. It was just a few hours ago when reports of riots and protests on the Ole Miss campus overtook social media, just a few moments after hearing the results of the 2012 presidential election. The struggle with parking on the square is nothing new. If you can even find a spot, you're in, then out, with someone then rushing you out of your spot, even nudging you with a friendly honk. This 2-hour parking rule once took place from 8 to 5, but now it's been extended from 8 to 8, making parking even harder, and some residents aren't happy.
I get angry because a lot of times some people can't find no parking place. Yeah, I get angry. A lot of folks just look like they be just parking here, going party and stuff. And, you know, people become up here for business and things, they can't have no parking place.
Even some of our clumsier residents resort to now walking to the square, acknowledging yet appreciating the parking problems in Oxford.
It's a hard problem to have because we want to support our businesses on the square. We want to make it fair for folks. We're a small town with growing pains.
But which growing pain exactly is the cause of the additional 2 hours of penalty parking?
We had originally planned to stop it at 5 or 6. Several of the restaurants approached us and asked if we would continue it till 8, and we agreed to do that.
Making those of you who don't enjoy an earlier dinner now susceptible to parking tickets. Now, after a day on the square, some Ole Miss students and Oxford residents are surprised to find these parking citations on their car. But don't worry, these are simply courtesy parking citations by the new Park Oxford initiative, and fines won't go into effect until November the 26th. Inside these pamphlets, you'll find maps and instructions about the fines officially taking place the Monday after Thanksgiving. Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Sid Williams. Whether you knew it or not, for most schools, time's running out for you to turn in your degree applications.
I didn't even know it was on Friday. I guess I need to get to that.
The head of advising for journalism says by taking the proper steps, advisors can help you avoid problems.
We definitely like, students to turn in their information, their paperwork as soon as possible so we can catch any kind of errors or, any things that would cause students to panic, ahead of time.
I thought I had enough classes, but when I met with my advisor, she said, oh, you're lacking 2 more classes, so I was like, oh.
So to help relieve some of the stress about walking the stage on May 11th, you need to go ahead and take care of business with deadlines approaching, such as filling out one of these degree applications with your advisor and filling out your diploma application on your My Ole Miss. But if you don't log in to fill out your degree progress report, advisors can't guarantee that you'll walk in May.
Ultimately, it's not our fault, it's the students' fault, but that's the reason why we do have these deadlines.
Filing cabinets are filling up with degree apps. Make sure that yours is one of them. With your official Newswatch reminder, I'm Sid Williams.
Good afternoon, Oxford Floral. This phone has been ringing off the hook all day.
And the ringing is not expected to stop. Preparations are underway to make sure your day is filled with hugs and kisses thanks to local florists in the Oxford area. And you can only imagine how many roses petal their way out of the store less than 24 hours until Valentine's Day.
We usually order about 3,000 roses.
And at $7 a pop, florists welcome all customers and keep their doors open to guarantee you get that perfect jaw-dropping arrangement and sometimes from an unexpected source.
My favorite are the secret admirers because we cannot tell who the secret admirer is, and people always call us and want to know who the secret admirer is.
And it's not always the guys placing the order.
We had a mom call and wanted to deliver a bouquet of flowers, teddy bears, and about 10 balloons to the fraternity house for her son. And we all try to talk her out of it, but yeah, Mama thinks she knows best.
So whether from your mother to your lover, or whatever the case may be, arrangements can be made for you this Valentine's Day. For Newswatch, I'm Sid Williams.
National Signing Day.
As you can see, men aren't the only ones attending the National Signing Day event held by the Ole Miss Quarterback Club. But why?
Well, I think they didn't want to have their husbands, spend all the money today, so they came to keep an eye on the checkbook. But it just speaks to the passion, that we're growing every single day. It speaks to the passion that we have historically. That ladies they want to come out and support their husbands, but they know football.
But this is anything than just a good old boys club.
We women are very passionate about what we love, and I love Ole Miss. It is a man's world, so to speak, but we women are the old saying that behind every good man is a great woman. Well, behind all these great men here is some great women that love this family and love this university.
Rain, sleet, or snow, you can't keep these women away. But some are fighting even more obstacles to be here, even something like cancer.
But that's why the hat and the no hair and all that stuff. So it was a good opportunity for me to come, and I wouldn't have missed it for the world because I knew it was going to be huge.
Both men and women attending the Signing Day fundraiser at the Oxford Conference Center are anxious to see these top-ranked recruits in the upcoming football season. For Newswatch, I'm Sid Williams. The Ole Miss Choir stays busy year-round preparing for different performances at both the local and competitive level. The choir department is made up of 5 separate ensembles ranging from all women's, all men's, and even co-ed, offering plenty of options for Ole Miss students. Some, like Katie Edenfield, try them all.
I'm involved in the Singers, which is our mixed chorus, and then in Women's Glee as well, which meets at the same time as Men's Glee. And then kind of in a separate department, we have the opera theater program, and so I'm also involved in that.
Students in the choir have full access to the practice rooms, where they can play around with music, something which the directors highly encourage.
It's really take a chance. This opera specifically is very funny. And if you think, I'm not sure about opera, take a chance.
So if you haven't been able to catch these guys behind me live, you might want to make your way to the Tad Pad tonight at 8 o'clock to hear them sing the Star Spangled Banner. For Newswatch, I'm Sid Williams.